Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, January 21st of 26. It has been the beginning of a new week. And of course, you might be wondering, why, Purple Link? Why have you not posted anything or recorded any videos this week? Well, to be honest, there's been nothing the fuck going on. Seriously, there's been nothing the fuck going on. Nothing of note. Or rather, also nothing I want to necessarily share. Like, yeah, we're dealing with some shit at work. Fine, whatever. Fun care. We're dealing with this, that, and the other thing. My taxes got filed. So that's a good thing. It's warm up here. Up here. In here. It's not warm out there. It's fucking cold. We actually have an extreme cold warning to Friday. Which, that's bad. An extreme cold warning, which means wind chills will get to 40 below or lower. On Friday. That's really the only excitement happening here. The good news I did get this week is that at the hotel front desk, will be returning to normal front desk operations as our lobby is basically done. So that's good news. I have trivia tomorrow. To be honest, I haven't done shit for it because I just haven't done shit for it. I'll do it at work tomorrow. That's right, I'm doing not work at work. Whatever. And this weekend, there's not a whole hell of a lot going on. I might be doing some games with some friends. I might be, I know I'll probably be staying in the house to keep warm because it's going to be cold this weekend. Like, we have an extreme cold watch for Saturday. I anticipate that will become a warning probably in the next 24 hours because it's going to be fucking cold. My hope, if I can remember that, my hope, if I can remember, is that's the wrong thing. I want 26. I'm hoping that I can get some cleaning done around the house tomorrow or this weekend. I know we've heard that before. Is it real this time? Nah, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. We shall see. In the meantime, like I said, not a whole hell of a lot's been going on this week, aside from what I just told you. So, yeah. Like I said, that's why you haven't heard from me. It was payroll week this week. So, that's good, I guess. And payroll, at least on my end, is done. I'm just waiting for Joe to approve it. Anyway, I'll get on cam later on this week, and we'll talk about, I don't know, something. See ya. Hey, everyone. Remember when I told you it was going to be a boring week? I mean, for me, it was. work. Whatever. Trivia was great. Great crowd. Good people. Had a surprising amount of people. We were hoping to keep the patio closed because it's fucking cold outside. And, well, patio opened. Even though, yes, there are heaters out there, it is still goddamn cold when that door opens. And I'm sitting right next to the door the whole time. Table of 4 girls sat behind me. They were great. Had a lot of they were coming because they showed up because there was no UW had canceled classes for Friday. Last Friday was fucking cold. Friday actually it's still currently fucking cold. It is 4 degrees above right now. I say above because it's the first time we've been above 0 since I think Thursday night. Or since Thursday during the daytime. Whenever we went below 0 on Thursday, we didn't go back. It might have even been Wednesday, but actually I think the high on Thursday was above 0. So, yeah, yesterday was difficult. Y'all know I don't get too political on here. But this isn't about politics anymore. This is about morality. This is about don't kill people because killing people bad. Say what you want about the current administration. Of all the shit they've done, profiteering from things that they shouldn't be profiteering from, doing a big posture on taking over foreign countries that honestly don't want us there. With the real issue is what's happening here at home. You can't go anywhere right now in this country without hearing about what's going on in Minnesota. Minnesota. Some of yes, they have the Vikings, and I hate the Vikings, because I'm a Packers fan. And yes, they have the Gophers, and, I've been raised to not like fans of the Gophers. But that stops at sports. Minnesota has some of the nicest people in our country. You hear that phrase about Midwestern nice? It goes when you talk about Minnesota nice, it goes a step further. And because of some falsified reports, some accusations that have no base, Minnesota, Minneapolis, is being occupied right now. By a police force that looks an awful lot like other police forces in history that we apparently have never fucking learned from. Yesterday was a very difficult day because I just kept looking at account after account and seeing story after story of this guy who, for the record, is from Wisconsin originally. He graduated from a Green Bay high school. Made his living in Minnesota as a law-abiding citizen, worked at the VA, worked towards, helped with life-changing cancer research. Like, he didn't do the research, he helped somehow. I don't remember exactly how off the top of my head. Was documenting this secret police and military cosplayers. Sorry, that's all you're getting called at this point. When you literally hear some guys like, dude, this is like Call of Duty, man. It's a fucking game to them. This isn't a game. In a game, you know what? You get shot, you die there, and you respawn. Or you restart your campaign. In real life, you get shot, you die, you dead. There's no restarting your campaign. There is no, oh, well, back to the drawing board, gotta try that again. No, this isn't a fucking video game puzzle. You dead. Or you took a life. Accounts of the gentleman who was killed yesterday was the officers were not rendering aid as you're supposed to, even as an officer of the peace. Even if it's your own fucking fault, there should be aid being rendered. But no, they're more concerned about how many bullets do we put in him. And yeah, he had a weapon. It was holstered. And then it was taken from him. And then he was beaten. She might have been taken after he was beaten. And then they said after his weapon was gone, all right, let's get him. That may not have been exactly how it was said, but that's what fucking happened. One of the people I worked alongside at UW-Whitewater when I was a student, they worked in the theater department. I don't think they're there anymore, or if they are, great. They posted this today, 30 minutes ago. Our country is so worried about taking sides, political parties, and money that we've forgotten how to be humans and treat people with kindness and respect. I'm reading that again because that kind of goes on with my other post from from the MagFest vlog. Our country is so worried about taking sides, political parties, and money that we've forgotten how to be humans and treat people with kindness and respect. Now you get people who say respect is earned. No. Respect is not earned. More respect, fine, is earned. Basic respect is inherent. Respect that someone has the basic decency to exist, fine. As I've always said, if you don't bother me, I don't bother you. I don't fucking care. That's a level of respect. You don't hurt someone else, we're gonna be fine. I may not agree with everything you say, but if you're a decent individual, decent enough to at least let people live their own fucking lives without goddamn bothering them, then I don't fucking care. You do you. But if you're going to try to force them to live the way you live, or force me to live the way you live, I have a fucking problem with that. That's where the respect goes away. Doesn't have to be a venerated respect. Oh my God, I really respect that individual. No, respect can be just as basic as, they exist, it's fine. Yesterday was a very hard day. Yesterday was a very hard day for me because I kept thinking, I want to do something, and I'm not usually that much of a fighter. I'm not usually much of I'm going to go and be a part of the big protest. But I can't sit here and do nothing. Usually that means I'm going to donate some money. Well, I don't have money to fucking donate. So if you look at hang on, I want his name. if you look at the death of Alex Preddy and go, he deserved it, the door's that way. Don't even talk to me. If you endorse this bullshit, don't even fucking talk to me. What the hell is Immigrations and Custom Enforcement doing about gunning down American citizens, born, raised, have never known any other country but here? What is ICE doing, shooting people in broad fucking daylight who pose no threat? Video evidence has proven for both they pose no threat, and while one is a lot more ambiguous than the other, the other one is certainly damning as hell. Alex Preddy was executed yesterday on the ground. There was no crime, there was no trial, no judge, no jury. Pediatrician who sought to administer aid after Alex was shot says in a sworn statement the following: none of the ICE agents were performing CPR. None of the agents were helping him. I was confused as to why the victim was on his side, because that is not standard practice when a victim has been shot. Checking for a pulse and administering CPR is standard practice. Instead of doing either of those things, the ICE agents appeared to be counting his bullet wounds. I asked the ICE agents if the victim had a pulse, and they said they did not know. These are not officers of the law. That's not how officers of the law behave. We are living in a very shitty time right now. We are watching history repeat itself, except the colors, instead of being gold, red, and black, they're red, white, and blue. And there's some parts of that part of history we haven't gotten to yet. But if you don't think we're on our way there, then you're not fucking paying attention. At the same time, there's another ice that's happening. But this is actual ice. This is ice falling from the sky and fucking up like half the country, including D.C., by the way. We have winter storm warnings stretching from the far western part of parts of Texas, southern and western parts of Texas, all the way up to Maine. Winter storm warnings, ice storm warnings are there. Cold weather advisory. We got another one for until fucking Monday. I hate that. Until noon, I should say noon tomorrow, noon Monday. I fucking hate that. I'm tired of this cold bullshit. Like looking at the extended forecast and seeing a 20 on there. Goddamn, it's a fucking heat wave. And it's gonna feel like it too. That's the sad thing. It's gonna feel like a fucking heat wave. As for the shit that's been happening lately, I don't frame this as a political argument anymore. This has nothing to do with politics. This has to do with common fucking decency. An actual regard for human life. This isn't a political issue. And there are an awful lot of people who are starting to realize that too. Now, shifting back to me and my life and what this vlog is usually about, today we had an interesting moment today. We had an interesting moment today where the fire alarm went off. The building fire alarm went off. And I was left with two questions. One, Do I need to get my cat because if there's a do I need to get my cat because I don't want to leave her in this building if it's going to go down? And then two, who the fuck burnt their food? Now, here's the sad thing. I heard the alarm go off. I did not have my headphones in. If I had my headphones in, I wouldn't have heard the alarm. So I'm wondering how many times in the past the alarm has gone off and I haven't heard it. The nearest the nearest horn, the nearest actual alarm box is down the hall. If you've seen past videos, that moment where I turn and head down the stairs, that's where the nearest alarm box is. I remember the first time I even heard that alarm ever, it was very faint. I was in my bedroom. I had seen a text saying, if you hear the fire alarm, don't be alarmed. And I'm realizing at that point in time, that sound is not my fan from running the whole night. That's the fucking fire alarm going off. As I turned my fan off and realized, yep, that sound's still there. And yet I'm living in here until I figure out what the fuck's going on with finances. That's my fault. So, I guess I have to survive here for another 4 years. 2030, I can finally move out. Find another place, find a better place. Find a place that actually that has better amenities, or better, I don't know, maybe something a little more modern. I'm hoping things are going to get worse before they get better. I know that. On multiple ends. I'm trying to figure out how to make this upcoming check work. A check which I should get tomorrow. Which, all the bills are paid through tomorrow, so that's good news. Like this check, I have to figure out rent and cell phone and cable, my internet. I say cable, but that's I don't have a TV service. I don't have TV here. So, yeah. And I can't wait till I can start being less depressed about the general situation. I can't wait till I can start doing that. That is the goal. But right now, the goal is survive until tomorrow. Make it through today and get to tomorrow. So I can get up and do it again. Sometimes just doing that is half the fucking battle. This upcoming week is not super bad. I'm off tomorrow because I have to work on Saturday because it's the last day of the month. And I'll be doing some cleaning at the office on the last day of the month, so that's shit that just needs to happen. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna stop being depressed now. Well, I'm gonna try to stop being depressed now. I actually have to go out and go to the store a little bit later tonight to get some stuff for me. I'm gonna make some chicken for the week. Actually, for the next couple weeks. There's the bag of chicken. It's when I get the bag of chicken, it's 10-pound bag. Yeah, 10-pound bag of chicken from the store. Which might even be a little bit bigger, but it's $10. It's pretty fucking good. It's just chicken quarters, and how many chicken quarters in the bag? Depending on how big they are. This time, 9. Only 9. But dear God, they're so big. Oh my God, the chicken quarters are big. And that makes me excited because that's a lot of chicken. And they're currently in the fridge marinating. They're getting their seasoning on right now. Yeah. Not much else going on. Just like I said, trying to get through today and tomorrow and the next day. Starting with today. Oh, and what happened today? Someone actually burnt their food. That was what happened today. Someone burnt their food. And then instead of opening the window, which I get, it's fucking cold outside. But instead of opening the window, they opened the door, which led out into the building system. And when those smoke detectors go off, they set off the whole fucking fire alarm. If I let smoke happen, even in these temperatures, I'm cracking a window. Look at the precious kitty. Missy. There she is. Okay. Let's try and do better next week, shall we? Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.